From skulls getting cracked to brains getting rattled. These are the 10 most unbelievable moments in bull riding history. At number 10, Neil Holmes got annihilated by Rooster in Tucson.
A great spot for Neil Holmes to be in. He needs to...
Rooster exploded out of the chute and crushed Holmes into the dirt like he was made of paper.
Straight in your face shot. Look at this. Ouch.
It was vicious, absolutely vicious. The impact left everyone in the arena stunned, watching as the dust settled around Holmes. But if you think that was rough, Cooper Davis at number 9 got mauled even worse.
I see a guy put out that kind of effort, I really get rooting for him.
He went into the championship round of the 2015 PBR BFTS DeWalt Guaranteed Tough Invitational in Nampa expecting to dominate. Instead, No Regrets beat him senseless. The bull showed absolutely no mercy, delivering blow after punishing blow.
Trying to go back behind him, starts trying to pull his upper body forward. You can see he wasn't getting a good hold with those feet. That's what's going to be what saves you.
Yep, that was savage. Davis knew immediately that something was wrong as he struggled to get back on his feet. Now that we're talking about getting beaten up, Chase Outlaw probably felt his spine compress when Cooper Tire's Semper bucked him at number 8. He literally got catapulted through the air in Nashville.
Chase Outlaw. Oh, look at this. Up on his feet.
No joke, it was like watching a human cannonball. The force of that buck sent Outlaw flying through the Nashville air with devastating momentum. And while Outlaw was flying through the atmosphere, Fraser Babington at number 7 was getting his neck saved by bullfighters. He got tangled up with Garber's Ghost in Eugene. What started as a routine ride quickly turned into a nightmare scenario, but the bull had no mercy. Babington got dragged around like a crash test dummy, and those bullfighters earned their paychecks saving his hide. It's moments like these that remind you why bullfighters are considered the unsung heroes of the sport.
Back, roller back, while he's still on him. Right there, stop it right there. Here's his hand right here, Craig, to open in that handle. So these guys are doing everything, Shorty and the guys are doing everything they can, one, to get the bull's attention. Although that was terrifying, at number 6, JB Mooney got demolished in Columbus back in 2012. He climbed on 10 Penny in round 3 of the PBR BFTS Cooper Tires Invitational. The bull hammered him, really hammered him.
That strained MCL, those things are really sore, and when you're on a bull, you know,
There was definitely no walking away from that beating unscathed. Mooney had faced countless dangerous bulls before, but this encounter was different. While Mooney's punishment was severe, Mike Lee's stomp felt downright murderous at number 5.
Now, number 1, it is always just good mentally for guys to get out and get a score in round 1.
When Lee climbed on Johnny Walker Black Jr. in St. Louis, the crowd was electric. Everyone was rooting for him. It started promising, but then it got violent. First, he got bucked off hard. Then the stomp arrived.
The replay action up top center screen. You can see it here. Mike's in trouble, hanging, stepped on hard there.
That stomp was lethal, and Lee was in mortal danger. The medics scrambled fast. They recognized how deadly it gets when a bull plants a hoof on you. The medical team worked quickly, knowing that every second counts in situations like this.
Oh, Mike.
We got stepped on too.
He
you can obviously
did.
see this.
But here's the diagnosis. High risk for injury, but somehow no major damage. He survived getting trampled. Not the ride, not the fall, just the crushing weight of death itself. Lee had a long road back, but considering what just occurred, it could have been his funeral. At number 4, we return to Tulsa, 2012, where Guilherme Marchi had one of his darkest nights. As soon as Rocky Smooth threw him off, the bull crushed him with its hoof. Marchi had no escape. He collided directly with the bull's foot. The sound of the impact silenced the entire arena.
Get high, gets his weight over on that right leg, and the bull just pulls him that way. You watch these Brazilians, they try to hang on so long, when they do come out, they're usually under.
He collapsed immediately. No opportunity to brace or roll away mid-fall. If he had not managed to dodge that hoof by just inches, it would have concluded brutally. But this is bull riding. There's no space for maybe.
Marchie getting checked out by Dr. Tandy Freeman and his medical staff to buck off.
Through his interpreter, Marchie later revealed, "I'll return soon. I just need time to heal properly because there are many fans counting on me. But right now, I must prioritize my health. The comeback must be delayed." It was clear that Marchie understood the gravity of what had just happened to him. You could sense his frustration. He wasn't pleased about being sidelined, but he wasn't going to be reckless about it. Not with an injury that severe. He'll return, just not immediately. Now, even though Guilherme Marchie was already getting crushed, things didn't improve for Jess Lockwood at number 3.
His side of the equation as well.
Lockwood arrived with determination. He had just survived 2 previous bulls and assumed Sweet Pro's Bruiser would be similar, but Bruiser had no interest in any of that. As soon as the gates opened, the bull attacked with fury. Lockwood attempted to hang on, but the bull bucked savagely and relentlessly. He lost control, and the worst part, Sweet Pro's Bruiser kept punishing him. That's when it became a bloodbath. Bruiser kept attacking. Lockwood was being destroyed by one of the most dominant bulls in the sport. Multiple devastating hits slammed into his body.
The bull, remember, you know all too well, just doing his job.
Yeah, and had a great day, and you see Jess got in bad shape right.
It was obvious quickly. His body was taking catastrophic damage. Each hit seemed more brutal than the last, testing the limits of human endurance. Lockwood didn't pretend to be invincible. He kept it real. "I got unlucky with Sweet Pro's Bruiser. If only I hadn't hung up, I could have avoided that savage beating. But yeah, things happen. That's just how brutal it gets sometimes. One round you're flying high, the next you're getting destroyed by a legend." Lockwood definitely got annihilated, but what happened to Harv Stewart at number 2 might have echoed even louder, literally.
This is Harv Stewart on second chances.
Stewart had drawn second chances in Greensboro, and that bull was pure evil. Riders knew second chances had some of the most vicious headshots in the business. Stewart appeared concentrated, locked in, maybe even confident, but all of that disappeared once the chute opened.
Go to the World Finals and have one final out in his career.
I want you to take a look at this replay.
Second chances erupted out like a missile, launching Stewart higher than he anticipated. The bull's explosive power was on full display for everyone to witness. He tried to adjust midair, but it was too late. His head was already positioned wrong. By the next buck, Stewart was airborne. That alone would have been sufficient. But second chances wasn't finished. The bull delivered a severe head blow. A full force strike came crashing down on Stewart's skull. The impact was nauseating.
Try to get it back down. He's really battling with that. Those feet are your brake. They're what keep you from coming forward. You can see it almost knocked the helmet off of his head right there.
Stewart later discussed how it all went down. "I never expected something that brutal would occur," he said. "When my family told me that while watching they heard my head get hit, I actually heard it too. It was very traumatic for me. The doctor said that I should rest for months before going back." Some people say that's just bull riding. But for Stewart, this wasn't just another wreck. It was a wake-up call. Now at number 1, Keith Rocamore got his brain scrambled beyond recognition.
In front of the home staying with an opportunity to cash in.
It was Fresno, round 2 of the Table Mountain Casino event. Rocamore was pumped and confident. Everything felt perfect until the gate swung open. He and Attitude Adjustment came out brutal, too brutal. Within seconds, they collided head to skull. It wasn't just a simple impact, but one that can be described as catastrophic.
Fresno, give him a little bit of encouragement. Watching this replay back, and I tell you what, he hit the ground really hard. I don't know if it just let the air out of him.
Watch Jesse Byrne.
Look at this, yes.
Jesse Byrne is literally grabbing that bull's head, trying to get him.
Attitude Adjustment won that battle. Because let's face it, Rocamore didn't just fall. He got his mind erased. His brain took massive damage. Massive damage. The injury was severe enough that doctors had to monitor his cognitive function for weeks. That's not a typical concussion. That's complete brain trauma. After the injury, they had to watch my brain for signs of permanent damage, Rocamore said. And unless I concentrate hard, I don't remember what happened that night. Still, he never lost that fierce determination. That part of him never shattered. When it happens, that's what separates the tough from the weak, he added, and that's why we're here. The sport continues to evolve, but the courage required from these riders remains as intense as ever. To be able to absorb that punishment and overcome it and keep climbing back on. His family wasn't surprised either. They've witnessed this before. Keith is a special case, they said. But if you know any of these bull riders, they're tough kids and they want to bounce back and get back to riding those bulls. And if you think a brain injury like that would make him consider quitting, retiring, no, Rocamore said. That's one thing I've never wanted to do is quit. So no, he's not finished, not even close. Rocamore is one of the few who truly understand how savage bull riding can be. He's lived through the concussions, felt the brain damage, and carried the mental scars that come with it. Because the fact of the matter is that the soul of a real rider doesn't surrender. It keeps pursuing the rush, the crowd, the 8 seconds, no matter how dangerous the brain damage gets. Quitting was never an option. The concussion is part of it, and so is the recovery.